What's up, YouTube land? It's your girl Makara at Cougar's Closet, and today I am bringing to you a controversial discussion that everybody's weighing in on. And I thought that, Cougar's Action, Cougar's Closet, Cougar's Kitchen, Cougar's whatever, we'd weigh in and get a piece of the action. So today's topic is going to be about bonnets, pajamas, and slippers in the black community. I want to know, what do you think about it? Now, here at Cougar's Closet, you all know that this is not a debate. This is not a controversial site. This is just where we come together and everybody is invited to jump on the dance floor and have a dance, have a twirl, have a spin, do the cha-cha, whatever you like. It's full of opinions, so this is just an opinion-based, no judgmental type of deal. But everybody's discussing this. It seems to be the hottest new trend. So of course, like I said, Cougar's Closet decided we get in and get a taste of it. So let's dig in. So for all of those who haven't been around, there's this controversial topic about bonnets, pajamas, and slippers in the black community. About our black women going out in public wearing bonnets, pajamas, and slippers at the grocery store, at the gas station, just wherever they feel like going. And I want to know, what did you think about this? So all comments are welcome. Please comment below and let me know if you agree with it, if you disagree with it, if you're fine with it, if you're totally against it, whatever the deal is. But it just seems like things are really heating up. I mean, they're really, really heating up about these bonnets. So I just thought we'd get a taste of it. All right. So, for all of those, I don't know if you know it or not, but like I said, on the internet, there's this big debate where Monique has approached the black community, begging them to take the bonnets off of their heads in public, and begging them to take the bonnets off their head in public places, wherever they go. Yeah, she did. And she also said that if she see you, she run across you with them on out in public, she gonna whoop your, yeah, you know, yeah, just tune back in, yeah, keep your bonnet on now. Also, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Kevin Samuels. He had some things to say about it as well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the public figure Derrick Jackson when he got busted in all these malicious sex schemes he had going on, cheating on his wife or whatever. His wife was also out in public with this bonnet on their YouTube, giving a talk about basically she was taking up for her husband. And they clowned her about it. With Monique, they threatened to cancel shows. They told her to mind her own damn business. They told her they'd get rid of her. Her reply was, "You are my business." And she was sick of seeing them, and it's a disgrace, and how people don't, black women aren't caring about how they look when they represent themselves in public, and just a big do about them. So, like I said, I want to see how you guys feel about it. Now, here at Cougar's Closet, I am not a judgmental person. So, I've always been the type of person, whatever somebody does, that's their business. Or, I also can feel others' emotions. So, um, just depending on how in tune you are with yourself, you can get in tune with other people. I mean, there have been times where, me myself, I can say a few times I have wanted to go to the convenience store and grab a pack of cigarettes or grab, whatever I'm grabbing. And it was just more convenient to put a bonnet on my head. See, the thing is, people have to understand, right? Um, with Caucasians, they have the type of hair where they can put a comb in and just shoo, 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 and be out the door. Or put a brush in shoo, 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 and be out the door. But however, in ethnics vicinity, that's not the case. Like with us that have God given beautiful woolly texture hair, sometimes it takes a minute to perfect beauty, if you know what I mean. So with us, we have to do a little bit more if we just intend to come out. There's not no and you out the door. First of all, you have to get water because we can't comb our hair when it's dry. You have to get water and you have to let the water, you have to spray the water. You have to let that soak for a minute, because we have coils, we have kinky hair, we have curls. Then after that, you have to put a moisturizer on top of it, or oil. And all these things have to be taken into consideration um, before you even comb the hair. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it's just a matter of convenience for us. Then after you let these things soak for a minute and get them back moisturized, then the curls up, pow, they'll pop back out. You see what I'm saying? So that's not everybody's case. I mean, I wish it was because nobody would be out with bonnets on. So I don't know. I feel like maybe sometimes, other people, they fail to be sensitive to what we have going on. It's easy if you're sitting here with a silk garment on your head and we got wool to say, well, dang, she didn't even do anything to her hair. Anybody that sees Afro hair or African hair, like I said, beauty is perfected. It takes a second. Okay? So I have also myself been a victim of grabbing a bonnet or grabbing a hat, and just throwing it on my head going out the door. And it's not because I'm ashamed of my hair, not at all. I have very beautiful hair. It's not that I'm ashamed of my hair. It's not that I'm trying to hide who I am. It's just it's faster. If you're gonna be in and out to make an errand, you just grab a bonnet. And I know some people are going to disagree, but then some people are really feeling where I'm coming from, to each his own. So, I guess, people are getting so caught up in everybody else's business that they're not focusing on their own business, if you will. But like I said, I'm not a judgmental person. I see people all the time, in their pajamas and their bonnets and their slippers, and I'm just thinking to myself, well, did somebody die or did they get some bad news or was it just about convenience? Um, there's multiple reasons why people could wear bonnets. Um, Overall, this is how we at Cougar's Closet personally feel. Excuse me while I have a shot. to Freedom's Vodka. Overall, this is how Cougar's Closet feel. Okay, so Monique was saying that if you've seen somebody out in public, for you to tap them and mention something to them about them wearing their bonnet. I don't care what the situation is, whether a celebrity tells you something, whether you feel like doing something. My ground rule is always about safety. Always about safety. And for you to approach somebody, first ask yourself, is that safe to do? I know that's sad, but this is just the times that we are living in right now. And I don't think anybody can argue with that. Back in the day, you used to could, if somebody was making too much noise, upstairs or a neighbor, go knock on the door. Hey, you guys are making a little bit too much noise and I'm trying to sleep. I have to be at work in the morning. I was just wondering, if you could tone it down a notch or two. You used to could do that and people would respect you. And, they would tone things down for you. It wasn't a problem. But however, the society that we are living in today, safety is always the number one rule what you look out for. The other day I seen this Facebook clip where this lady, she lived, I guess, downstairs for some neighbors that was above her, and they were playing their music too loud. She went upstairs and knocked on their door and asked them to cut their music down. Y'all, when I tell you, this lady didn't even get a chance to turn around good. She was beat down in the hallway. They had beat this lady down. You see what I'm saying? They had beat her down. So that's what I'm saying. I've seen incidents on and read and heard incidents where people have asked people to put masks on. They have been beat down where they stood. People have been shot and killed. You see what I'm saying? So that's why here at Cougar's Closet, my main concern is about safety. And don't get me wrong, I love Monique. I've always liked Monique's style. She's real, she's very authentic. But I personally don't think that's the right assignment for her to be giving out to other people, to tap other people and say something to them about their bonnets, about their heads. Some people can really get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because whether people want to admit it or not, black women are very sensitive about their hair. And that could be a pretty dangerous task. That's kind of like playing dodge, in the middle of the street with the cars. You don't know if you're gonna catch somebody on a good day or a bad day. So I mean, you would tap on a few people and they would say thank you. I was thinking about coming out of it, or thank you. I'm burying somebody and we just at the store to get some food. Or somebody just might turn around and straight up unload and hands be on deck. So when you're dealing with those type of mixed bags, I don't think it's anybody's business to approach anybody else about how they're looking. Worry about you. How are you looking today? Did you comb your head for today? Are you perceived to yourself and others as well groomed? You know, if it's not your kids, your grandkids, your cousins, and your nieces, people that your best friend, people that you really, really, really know, I don't think we should really be involving ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong. I think, Monique said, "You are my business," and she's looking out for black people because she's saying that other cultures talk about us and this and that and the other. But at the same time, people have to take credibility for how they look and how they feel. And you never know. Somebody could be battling with depression. Depression is really real. So, um, that's the thing about depression. Depression comes out in different ways and in many different forms. People might be depressed and, in their car and play their music loud. People might be depressed and flip you off and, want to race you on the highway. That's how depression comes out. You know, uh, People might want to bump you and jump in front of the line in front of you or just start anything for no reason. That's how depression comes out. And people express depression in multiple ways. So, we just have to learn to deal with other people and what other people are going through. Um, like I said, I'm not a judgmental person. When I see a person, I'm around people all the time. And I see a lot of women that come in, with bonnets and pajamas and slippers. And I'm just like, well, that's how they feel. That's how they feel for today, you know? And then some people just have a, excuse my French, fuck it day, you know? Um, but like I said, like I can't stress enough, I think safety is more important. And then, on top of that too, we got bigger fish to fry. The economy is all broken down. A lot of jobs going out of business. A lot of people from the COVID haven't been back to work. COVID has killed a lot of family members. People are struggling about this vaccine. Should they get this shot or should they not? And me, myself, personally, I chose not to get the shot. And that was because, they whipped it up a little bit too fast for me. How can you go to the lab with nothing and come up with a vaccine in the little time they did? But here we are. AIDS has been around for years. Cancer has been around for years. Sickle cell, whatever disease is known to man, has been around for years. And you actually had a strain of that, something visible, something pliable to take to the lab. But yet you can't come up with nothing. But you can go into the lab with nothing. Something is, so you say, airborne. Something you say is invisible. How the hell did you come up with a vaccine for that? Nothing to put under the microscope, but you got cancer cells to put under the microscope. You got AIDS cells to put under the microscope. Something that you can see now. But this virus, you don't have anything. But you come up with something. You come up with nothing and put it under the microscope and you come up with something. To each his own. I'm not judging anybody on that either. I just feel like, there's plenty of vaccines around, and I have taken vaccines. But those vaccines that I have taken have been 100% effective. And right now, you know, with this vaccine, there's too many people dying of blood clots. There's too many people getting strokes, and they're bringing all these underlying causes up. And this vaccine getting your body, and it's mingling with this and it's mingling with that. Next thing you know, you got something that has arose that, you know, that was laying dormant in your body all your life. I'm just saying. But on the pros of this, excuse me, I have had, a lot of friends that have taken the vaccine, and they said, I asked them, I said, well, how do you feel? McCarr, I feel fine. Only thing I got was a sore arm. I didn't have no side effects. Nothing bothered me. Nothing. But then on the cons of this, I also have friends took it. Stroke emerged out of nowhere. Diarrhea, passing out, all kinds of things. So it's been a mixed bag. And me personally, I don't want to play with my life for a mixed bag. I need to know what's going on. You're not going to put anything in my body that my mom and my dad and my ancestors did not give to me until you are for sure about what you're putting in my body. That's just how I feel. But then, there's other people that took the vaccine and they have a valid reason for why they took it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I love Cougar's Closet, because we're not judgmental here. There's different avenues. There's different valid points of why you did what you did. You did what you did, and I did what I did. You see what I'm saying? There's no right or wrong. Uh, all these different genetics and DNAs and genes. You might have been better off to get it, but I come from a bloodline where we don't really have that much sickness unless we afflict it upon ourselves. But like naturally, I come from a bloodline where everything is pretty much everything. So, I've been one of those fortunates. And then there's some, that has been less fortunate with that, you know. But that's my intake on that. But like I said, that's what I like about here at Cougar's Closet, because I just want to hear things, because I feel like, I could teach you all something, you all could teach me something. As long as you wake up every day, you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? You got a chance at life. You got a chance to learn. You got a chance to, discover. You got a chance to reinvent, reincarnate, whatever, your flow is. You got a chance at that, as long as, you wake up the next morning and your feet touch the ground. So, like I said, um, this is a heavy controversy going on about these bonnets, and I just want to weigh in, because it was mostly geared towards the black community. Everything, I don't know why, but it's always been like this since we've traveled the earth. Everything we ever did, there was some type of, controversy, or there was some type of backlash behind it. But then later on, once we give it up because we were shamed about it, then here come other cultures repeating what we were doing. But not only repeating what we were doing, getting paid for what we were doing. They're now the inventors of what we've already done, what's already been done. I'll drink to that. So, like I said, if you have anything to say about how you feel about these bonnets, like you're not wrong for dropping anything in my box. I would like to know. I mean, take me on your road, give me a chance to explore your world, give me a chance to look at the sky, at your stars, let me know about this dirt road you travel at night that's scary, or let me know about, this peaceful breeze you got and how the sun lays on you every morning at 6 a.m. and you watch it go down at 7. Let me know. Um, I don't know. It's just real controversy going on to the point where um, Monique has reached out. Like I said, she has been tore up from the floor up. But like I said, anything about black women is gonna be sensitive anyway because black women already have a strike against them anyway for coming in the world black. Can I get an amen? You know, but over time, we learn to cruise and be smooth and jump over hurdles and slide up under them. It never gets easier. We just become wiser, after so long. So, I don't think this video is going to be too long. I had just want to touch bases on that and see how everybody felt. Do you feel like it's a disgrace for black women to wear black bonnets? I've heard hairstylists talk about women wearing bonnets. They might feel some type of way because they're standing there all day doing hair. They might feel like it's no excuse. I have a girlfriend that does hair. I haven't really got with her on this matter because, like, even though she does hair all day, she is still, a people person, and she's still, sensitive to the streets. She's professional and she's streets. So I haven't touched bases on her with her about how she feels about it, but I do have other girlfriends that I know, like, they are strictly against it. Like, one of my girlfriends, she talks about, like, how people are out with bonnets and they got slob on their bonnets and they got all this icky stuff on their bonnets that she's seen, and the bonnets aren't clean. And she was saying, you don't need to be out looking like that. Come see her. Is that to put some money in her pockets, or is that because she really cares? I don't know. Like I said, I'm non-judgmental. I don't want any smoke, and I don't want any smoke for a reason, because I know how I get if the smoke is brought, so I don't want any smoke. But different people feel different ways about this bonnet business, this pajama business in the black community. And like I said, I'm the type of person, like, I'll look at you like that's just how you feel today. But then I have other girlfriends, they walk over and whisper to me like, she's still in her pajamas. Did she wash her ass? She could have. She might have didn't. Is this lounging gear we got on? I don't know. Are you in your pajamas because you getting ready to wash and you going to the laundry aisle, to pick up some detergents and soaps? See, I don't know. I really don't know. And see, by me being an earthy person, being tied in with the earth, it's just like I said, I can sense a lot of things, and then also through personal experiences, So, to each his own. I'm not judgmental. I don't give a damn. I know when I woke up in the morning, I combed my head, the best I could to my ability. I know my sister over there combing her head. I know my kids better be combing their heads. I know my kids better be combing my granddaughter's heads. That's all I know. Anything else, it ain't my business. And like I said, I know they look at us like a whole, not just black people, but just people of color, period. Um, I don't know. Like I said, safety is my number one factor. Back in the day, you used to go, if you saw somebody's kid cutting up, you could whoop their ass. And when their parents got home, you could tell the parents why they whooped their ass. It wasn't no problem. But now, you touch somebody's kid, you better be ready to bang with about 8 or 5 more. You see what I'm saying? Times have changed. We need to go back how we used to be. You know, um, that would solve a lot of our problems. You know why? Can't we solve our problems? And see, if you think about it, that was the smarter thing to do. We solved our own problems before the police could come out. You see what I'm saying? But now, the police are the first ones to get caught. And see, the thing about the police is they don't care. It's about money. It's about money. If I can make some money off of you, you know what I'm saying? We at the end of the month, we got a quota. I look good bringing you in. You see what I'm saying? That back then, when I was a kid coming up, police officers cared. They got more involved. The first line the police would tell you, I'm a father myself. I'm a mother myself. I've seen incidents where, kids have stolen things or did this and that. The police just brought them home to the mothers, and the fathers are just handing them off. Your child did X, Y, and Z today. But now, if you look in the paper and if you look on the news, these kids are 9 and 10, 7 and 8 being handcuffed. Babies. You see what I'm saying? What I need y'all to understand is times are not like they used to be. That's what I need y'all to look at. So, with times not being like they used to be, your safety is first. You see what I'm saying? You're a mother, you're a father, you're an auntie, you're an uncle, you're a big sister, you're a little brother, whatever you are. We need you here because there's people behind you depending on you. You see what I'm saying? And to get involved with something that's not about nothing, about some bonnets, about some pajamas. They finding kids killed every day. White kids, black kids, Mexican kids, Asian kids being trafficked. I'm just making the point to say that we have bigger fish to fry. You know, we got presidents that's getting into office, and which presidents have been coming from Washington to Lincoln to Reagan to Trump. But the thing that I notice about that, with all these presidents coming, other than Trump, they all get into office and they follow this certain criteria. You see what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter who gets in there. What they all are missing the point is the walls need to come tumbling down. You got some rules and regulations that don't apply to black folks. You got some rules and regulations that's geared to other folks. You see what I'm saying? Until we get in here and tear down this stuff, this stuff was written 1800 BC, before birth. Some things are just not fair, so of course every president you put in office is just going to come along and go by the guidelines. Only thing that's changing is the face. You got a white president. You got a mixed president. You got a black president. But they all following the same guidelines except for Trump. And a lot of people gonna hate me for this, but I like Trump. Because Trump got in there and did what he wanted to do. You didn't Trump will tell you, I don't need permission to do anything. You know why? Because I'm the president of the United States. Lord, let me pour a little bit more. That's what the rest of these should be doing. You don't need to answer to nobody. You see what I'm saying? That's why I like Trump. A lot of people gonna disagree with me, but that's the first man I ever seen that didn't need nobody permission to do nothing because he was the president of the United States. I wish I had a witness in here. Have mercy. So, you know, I personally love my black sisters. I love my culture. Like, I don't hide from anything. I'm not ashamed of my hair. I have what I have. I can't change it. Every time I wake up, it's the same. I've learned to accept that. At first, I used to hate my hair. I did. But then other people like, I love your hair. Then I see other people with loose curls like, I love your hair. Like, you wouldn't want this mess. I wish I had your hair. Then I look at your hair. I had your hair. And then you look at me like, I wish I had your hair. You know, everybody want what they can't have. So why not just embrace our uniqueness? Once we do that, we'll be getting somewhere. So, I don't know. I'm not going to take much more time up. I just wanted to get on here and see how we felt about black bonnets, or bonnets, period, pajamas, and slippers in the black community. Is it a big uproar? No. What is it? Is it one of them things where other cultures won't? And we look over later on, somebody be getting some money and taking the credit for it, talking about they invented it? Or no? What is it? Do we really look a mess out in public? What is it? Do people not sympathize with what's going on? My grandma died. We're getting ready for a funeral, so I called Kroger's or Walmart, and I had to order 90 pieces of chicken, and my grandmama's sister on the phone, she crying and she boo-hooing, and she already up in age, and I'm telling her, don't worry about it. I'm going to go in there and handle it. So I throw a bonnet on my head, and I go out and handle business, and I look up at the pressure on me, everybody talking about me. What is it? What is it? I don't know what it is. Is it just a stomped down disgrace? Black folks in pajamas, they ain't washing their ass, they ain't combing their heads, their hair already nappy. That's why they can't keep nobody because they don't care about their parents. What is it? What is it? I don't know what it is. Drop your comments below. Love you all. Hope I didn't keep you too long. Cougar's Closet. We are family. There's no wrong answer here. Lay it on me. Give me a chance to think about it. Give me a chance to discuss it over with some of my peers. And I'll be back with you. All right? So I hope you enjoyed my edition here. I hope you know that you can keep it real. And just say what you mean. If you want to apply anonymous, that's fine too. Just let me know how you feel. Thank you for tuning in. Mwah.